Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to TCS iON intelligem 2025. Before we move any further, may I please request Ms. Soumya, Head Contests Powered by TCS iON, to set the ball rolling.
A very happy new year to everyone. I'm thrilled to welcome you all to the national grand finale of the 7th edition of TCS iON intelligem. Today, we have come together to celebrate and cheer for the talented finalists of this prestigious contest. In just a few moments, we will witness an exciting finale where these brilliant minds will showcase their skills and compete for the coveted title. Congratulations to all the finalists for making it this far. Your journey itself is a testament to your hard work and determination. The topic, contest rounds, and the evaluation criteria have been meticulously crafted by a panel of experts, ensuring a unique and enriching experience every year. Our vision is to empower every student by enabling them to hone their skills and realize their full potential. At TCS iON, we take immense pride in the fact that the contest continues to remain India's largest national level contest focused on the 21st century skills. We deeply appreciate the unwavering support of the school leaders and educators who have made this journey possible. To all the finalists, I wish you the very best. Remember, regardless of the outcome today, you have already proven yourselves as true intelligence. Each one of you shines brightly, and that's what we celebrate. And now, let the finale begin. Thank you, and over to you, Rashmi.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, time for us to welcome our host here today. This prolific speaker orator is the only professional woman quiz host across Asia. She was listed by the business world as a 40 under 40 and also received a global recognition from the Women Economic Forum. An alumnus of NITK Surathkal and IIM Calcutta, she is also the co-host of Tata Crucible and has been hosting TCS iON intelligem since its inception. Ladies and gentlemen, time for us to welcome Miss Rashmi Furtado.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 7th edition of TCS iON intelligem, and this time we are back with all the future skills just for our students. These students who have taken part have gone through multiple rounds of testing and also personal interviews and have qualified to the grand finales of TCS iON intelligem. We will now move into the grand finale of the financial literacy quiz for the junior category. Believe me, like I always say, these kids may have a thing or two to teach us when it comes to financial literacy. Let us quickly get to know these students and then move into this grand finale. From class 5, representing the Lotus Valley International School from Gurgaon, joining us is Ashbir Singh. Following him, again from the Lotus Valley International School, Gurgaon, and class 5 is Prisha Kaitan. Up next is Shreyash Makam from the Kennedy High, the Global School. He's from class 6 and he is joining us from Hyderabad. And finally, completing this lineup for us here today is Ivana Agarwal from class 6 and again from the Lotus Valley International School, Gurgaon. Alright, so these are our finalists who have joined us for this financial literacy quiz here today from TCS iON intelligem. And like I said, they have gone through multiple rounds, so let's directly get into the finale here today. They know the rules, so let's get into the first round of this quiz. Coming up is Basics of Finance. Here we go. The rules in this round, you have 6 questions. Nothing will appear on your screen. The questions will be from me, okay? So all you need to do is be able to listen to me properly. So you will press that buzzer if you want to answer the question. 1 attempt per question only, you're aware of that. Your scoring pattern is going to be plus 100 if you get the question right. But In this round, we will not have any negative. So even if you get it wrong, you will not get a negative. However, we do not have a second attempt. So keep that in your mind. 6 questions and 6 attempts for all 4 of you here today. So let's move into the first question of this finale. Here we go. Below what age in India is one called a minor? Ivana, quick there on the buzzer. Ivana, go ahead.
18 years.
18 is absolutely right. Plus 100 to you. She gets that right with 18. Okay. And move into the next question coming up. What is the title of a person in a bank who gives or receives cash from a customer? Go ahead, Prisha. Quick on the buzzer there.
Ma'am, teller.
Teller is absolutely right. Plus 100 to you. Seems like these kids are very aware as far as the financial aspects are concerned. Let's move on to the next one. Question number 3. Here we go. What type of account helps a person track their stocks digitally? Ivana, go ahead.
Ma'am, a demat account.
Absolutely right. The demat account not only helps you to track your stocks digitally, but also to transact digitally. Ivana getting 100 points on that. Moving on to the next one, question number 4. Here we go. What type of a bank? I need the generic term here. Keep that in mind. Generic term. What type of a bank is the banker to the country? Ivana, go ahead. She did not need any more clues.
Ma'am, the National Bank.
Oh, I should have waited for my clue. You will not get your 100 points for this, but fortunately we do not have a negative in this round, so she will not lose her points. The further clue that I would have given is, in India, it would be RBI. So I was looking at central bank as an answer and not nationalized bank, because nationalized bank, there are many nationalized bank in our country as well. So for the country, the banker would be a central bank and not the nationalized banks. All right. Moving on to the next one, question number 5. Here we go. What is a POS terminal? Ivana, go ahead.
Point of sale.
And what is it? Where is it used? Do you know? Can you tell me a little bit more about it?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, so the point of sale terminal, you can find it in many shops. So basically, the cards, you swipe your credit card, debit card, any type of card to pay the person.
Absolutely right. Used at shopping centers, malls, different shops all over the country. The point of sale, the small little machine that through which we make our payments, that is called the point of sale terminal. That's a POS terminal. Ivana getting another 100 points with that. Moving on to the last question of this round. I am okay even if you give me a short form as an answer. However, I'll be happy if you can tell me the entire answer. The question, here we go. What is the form or process by which a bank verifies the identity of a customer or collects? Ivana, go ahead.
Ma'am, I think it's know your customer.
Know your customer, otherwise known as KYC. Plus 100. Absolutely right. She gets another 100 points for KYC. Alright, these kids are doing extremely well, but permit me to complete another round and then get back to you with the scores. Let's move on to the next round of this finale. Coming up is Invest with Thought. Here we go. Alright, in this round we again have 6 questions for you. We'll have visuals that will come up on your screen. And along with the visuals, I have corresponding questions. Remember, the moment you press your buzzer, you're indicating to me that you already know the answer, and I will stop reading out the question. The scoring pattern, plus 100 if you get it right, and again, no negatives if you get that question or if you get that answer wrong. So keep that in mind. Let's get started with the first question coming up on your screen. Here we go. What in India gets its name from these coins? Go ahead, Ivana.
Ma'am, the rupee, Indian rupee.
And what are these that you're seeing on your screen?
Ma'am, as per me, they are the rupees.
Rupiahs from the reign or from the time of Sher Shah Suri. Absolutely right. Rupee is what I was looking for. She's getting another 100 points for this one. Ivana is doing extremely well here today. She's in good form. Let's move on to the next one. All you need to do is tell me whose identity this is. Here we go. Go ahead, Ivana.
Ma'am, this is the logo of the RBI, Reserve Bank of India.
Plus 100 to you. Absolutely right. She's an extremely good quizzer. I will not take that away from her. But it's not like the rest of the students don't know the answers. Ivana probably has a little bit more of practice with the buzzers and she's very quick. So speed is extremely important at a quiz like this. She's getting a lot of points with that speed. Moving on to the next one. All you need to do is identify the symbol or tell me what it is. Here we go. Oh, Ivana again, go ahead.
Ma'am, this is a cryptocurrency called Bitcoin.
Absolutely right. Cryptocurrency called Bitcoin. She gets another 100 points on that one. Moving on to the next question. That's question number 4. Coming up on your screen. Here we go. Who was this master of the mint from Britain? Go ahead, Ashveer.
Ma'am, Isaac Newton.
Isaac Newton, who's also the master in the mint of Britain, is absolutely right. Believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, he was an important part of the mint from Britain. Getting that right is Ashveer, and he gets 100 points with that. Let's move on to the next one. Question number 5, coming up on your screen. Here we go. What was this gold coin minted and circulated in Europe called? It is sort of named after a place. You have to be careful with your answer though. I mean, named after a place doesn't necessarily solve your problem here. Oh, no one going on this one. All right, a tough one for our finalists here today. Let me give you the answer, ladies and gentlemen. This is nothing but florin from Florence. So named after Florence, florin is what this coin or these coins are called. Let's move on to the last question of this round coming up on your screen. Here we go. What are such codes used? Go ahead, Ivana.
Ma'am, these codes are called CAPTCHAs. So basically, they are used to differentiate robots from humans.
Okay, and in financial context, where do we use it?
In financial context.
Yeah, I mean, I know it, CAPTCHA, okay, let me not stress you out. CAPTCHA is what I was looking for, so you will get your 100 points. But this is a test that is used on multiple platforms, right? So when it comes to financial aspects, okay, when it comes to the context of finance, where is it used?
I'm not really sure what you're asking.
Okay, so while a CAPTCHA test is used on various platforms, when it comes to the context of finance, it is usually used for online transactions. It can be any form of transaction, anything that you're buying, any banking transaction, but this kind of CAPTCHA test is used in online transactions. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have completed 2 rounds of this grand finale. Time for us to take a quick look at the score here today and then move into round 3 of this finale. All right, scoring as of now, ladies and gentlemen, Ivana is leading this quiz with 800 points already, and rest of them are trying to chase her down. Both Ashbreer and Prisha are on 100 points each. Let's see what happens. Let's move on to the next round of our quiz here today. It's called Mine the Errors. Here we go. All right. So, as the name suggests, you have to identify the errors. Okay. So, I have 4 statements for you, and you have to tell me if the statement is true or false. Okay. Now, there is a slight change in the scoring pattern when it comes to this round. Plus 100 if you get it right, but minus 50 if you get it wrong. There are negatives in picture when it comes to this particular round. Keep that in mind. 4 questions to go. Let's start with the first one. The first question of this round, here we go. Shakti Kanta Das is the current governor of RBI. Ivana, go ahead.
False. Sanjay Malhotra is the current governor of the RBI.
Current affairs. She's absolutely right. He recently, if I'm not wrong, in December of 2024 is when he stepped down and Sanjay Malhotra has taken up the position of the RBI governor. Absolutely right. She gets 100 points for this one as well. Moving on to question number 2. Here we go. A bank in India is bound by law under the Banking Regulation Act of 1949. Ashbir, go ahead.
Ma'am, RBI.
You need to tell me if it is true or false, Ashbir. The entire round is about if it is true or false. I'm giving you a fair chance. Go ahead.
Ma'am, it is true.
Plus 100 to you. Absolutely right. All right. He gets that right. It is absolutely true. 100 points to Ashbir. Let's move on to the next one. Question number 3. Here we go. The full form of ATM is all-time money. Ivana, quick there. Go ahead.
False. ATM stands for Automated Teller Machine.
She's absolutely right. Plus 100 to you. All right. The last one in this round. Here we go. Vehicle insurance policies now cover our health also because, go ahead Shreyansh.
Ma'am, false.
False is what he says. They do not cover the insurance for the people traveling in the vehicles. Plus 100 to Shreyansh. Absolutely right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, sounds like these kids can talk a little bit or teach financial literacy to some of us adults for sure. For now, let's move in to the next round, that is round 4 of this finale of Financial Literacy Junior category from TCS iON intelligem. The next round coming up is Pick Your Credits. Here we go. Okay. Let's take a quick look at the example first and then move into the round. I have 4 questions for you. Let's take a look at the type of question. So this is how the question will appear to you on your screen. You will have a statement or a question that will come up. Along with that, you will have multiple blocks that will appear. The orange shapes that you're seeing are nothing but blocks and they indicate the number of letters in your answer. Okay? Please be careful when you answer. Do not forget to count the number of boxes because they indicate the number of letters. Be careful. Your scoring pattern is the same. Plus 100 if you get it right and minus 50 if you get it wrong. Single attempt only. 4 questions in this round. Let's start with the first one. The questions will appear on your screen. Be careful. Plus 100, minus 50, your scoring pattern. Question number 1. Here we go. Interest rate. Oh. Ivana, go ahead.
Bank rate.
Oh, she takes a minus 50 on that one. Repo rate is what I was looking for as an answer. Repo rate is what it's called. Let's move on to the next question coming up on your screen. Here we go. These are a type of loan taken by the government of large companies that need huge sums of money. What are they called? What are they called? A slightly tough one. Very specific term that I'm looking for as an answer. Oh, no one going on this one. When negatives are in the picture, they would be careful. I understand why they are playing their game in this manner. The correct answer that I was looking for is bonds. Bonds in plural here, but even if anyone had given me bond as an answer, I would have still accepted it. Bonds is what I was looking for as an answer. Let's move on to the next one. I expect a quick buzz on this question for sure. Coming up on your screen is the question. Here we go. Money taken out of a bank account. Go ahead, Prisha.
Uh, Ma'am, money taken out of a bank account, it's basically withdrawal.
Look at the number of boxes, Prisha. I've told you to be careful. You have to look at the number of boxes. And I had an extra clue for you. You will get a minus 50 on that. I had an extra clue. How the money taken out of a bank account is represented under a specific category in your financial statements. What is it called? A 5-letter term. Debit is what I was looking for. It comes under debits, okay? You have to look at the number of blocks that are given to you. You will get a minus 50 on that one. The last question of this round coming up on your screen. Be careful. Here we go. This is a monetary system in which the value of the currency of a country is directly linked to the value of the gold. Easy answer, do not overthink. Easy answer. Oh, no one going for this one. No one wants to take a negative. All right, let me give you. Oh, he's trying. Ashbir, go ahead. Just as I was saying, the time is up. Go ahead.
Gold exchange?
Not gold exchange. Minus 50 on that one. Gold standard. Gold standard, because here there is no exchange that is happening. It's just that you need to have equal amount of gold in your country as the amount of currency in your country. That is called the gold standards. Minus 50 on that one to Ashbir. We have completed 4 rounds of this quiz and time for us to move into the last one. Let's see where our finalists have reached. All right. Still doing well despite taking a negative, there is Ivana from the Lotus Valley International School. She is on 950 points. She is leading this quiz. Close behind her, trying to chase her down is Arshbir. He just took a negative and has gone back to 150. Shreyansh on 100 and Prisha on 50 points. Moving on to the last round of this finale, ladies and gentlemen. Let's move on to reap your rewards. Here we go. All right, you will have 4 questions in this round and all of them will appear on your screen. Remember, I have certain questions coming up too. Now, I may have extra clues to give you, I may not have extra clues to give you. However, the moment you press that buzzer, I will stop reading out the question. Remember that. The scoring pattern for this round is going to be plus 100 and minus 100. Okay, so the positives are equal to the negatives. Keep that in your mind. 4 questions to go, all of them appearing on your screen. Let's take a look at the first one. Here we go. Identify the bank from this app. Ashbir, go ahead.
Ma'am, it is YONO SBI Bank.
SBI is absolutely right. The State Bank of India, YONO is an app from them. He gets 100 points on that one. Well answered, Ashbir. Moving on to the next one. Question number 2 coming up. Here we go. Where will you find this currency? Lots of clues on the screen. Ivana, go ahead.
From Harry Potter.
From the world of Harry Potter, from the Gringotts Bank, the currency that you're seeing right there on your screen. Ivana getting 100 points on that one. Let's move on to the third question of this round. Here we go. What is special about this ATM? We've seen many ATMs. This is a very specific ATM that I'm showing you. Go ahead, Prisha.
Ma'am, this ATM, in this you can select, you have many options.
You can do that in any ATM, Prisha. I mean, you can select whatever you want in any ATM. Minus 100 on that one. I told you something very specific with this ATM that you will not find in any other ATM. I was going to continue to say something specific that this ATM dispenses. This particular ATM dispenses gold. Okay, it dispenses gold. That is why we have shown you this particular ATM here today. Last question of this entire grand finale, ladies and gentlemen. Please do not forget, we have been watching the grand finale of financial literacy for the junior category from TCS iON Intelligem. These kids have been playing extremely well, and now it's time for us to move into the final question of this finale. Here we go. I know it is Mahatma Gandhi right there on your screen. What is there is something specific in our country. Go ahead, Shreyansh.
Human, the banknotes of Indian currency, the picture from this is captured and printed.
He did not allow me to complete the question. I was going to say there's something very specific in our country that has been, that has taken this as its inspiration or adapted something from this as an identity. He's absolutely right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the picture from which the image of Mahatma Gandhi on all Indian rupees is taken. Plus 100 to Shreyansh on that. Extremely good quality answer by him. Let's take a final look at this score, ladies and gentlemen. All right. With 1050 points, we have Ivana Agarwal of Lotus Valley International School, Gurgaon, winning this finale here today. She's only in class 6. And like I said, yes, it does sound like these kids can teach us a thing or two about financial literacy. Ladies and gentlemen, the wonderful thing about TCS iON is that all the students who move into the grand finales will win a prize. So we have one winner, which is Ivana Agarwal, and all the other finalists are going to be joint runners-up. Congratulations, Ivana, and congratulations to all the other finalists here today. Ladies and gentlemen, time for us to move into our next grand finale of TCS iON intelligem. Do join us there.